Namaste guys. So this is going to be my debut project as a DT for Crafters Corner, and I am super excited to share this little mini album with you guys. And I want to quickly say that I have hoarded these papers from the past 5 years, and these papers I bought from Shalini 5 years ago, and I just couldn't bring myself to cut these papers because this was my first set of pattern paper. It was the first pattern paper that I bought, and I just have been hoarding them from all these years. So for my first project I wanted to use the papers, and let's quickly jump into the mini album and let me show you what I've done. So this is what the front looks like, and it is a Halloween themed love mini album, and I've got this entire black and red theme going on, which is my favorite color combination. So talking about the cover, I have a bit of a scored edge frame here, and I have the pattern paper down there, and I have the melting watch face, if you can call it, the charm there, which is also my closure. And you have these ball chains that I just hung off these charms here, and I just like the way it looks haphazardly. It just adds to the grungy look. And then I have a couple of cabbage roses that I created with the Tim Holtz alteration dies. And then I have a couple of charms here, and this one says I love you. This is like a little notebook, and this lifts up, and you have some scripts down there, and you have this little bird cage dangling from that charm as well. And this is the, I believe this is the Queen's crown key. So I have that one down there as well. And then I've kept the spine plain, because when I have a busy front I like to keep the spine blank. And then on the back you have the wonderful Jacob eyes, and I just love this paper, so I just had to have it on the back. And of course you have an eyelet here, which finishes off the closure. So let's start with the walkthrough, and I want to make it quick. So I have a clasp here, and that's the way it opens, and this flips open, and you have a frame here, and this is one of the Spellbinders label, Majestic labels, I believe. And again, this again is a Spellbinders die with the feathers, and I just love this die. And I have two of them down there, and you can of course slide something underneath. Have a picture here, and here you have an envelope, or sort of an envelope, and it opens up. So there's a feather, there's some magnets down there. This opens up, and this folds out, and you have a large space for photographs, and then you have some more space for photographs. And then this closes in like that. Here you have a pocket with a large tag. I have some brads and some more of the feathers, and this is the tiniest label from this label set, so I use that as a tab. So I have it sandwiched between the tab sandwiched between these two little cutouts. And this is the next page, and I have some bling, and I just fussy cut the pattern paper, some feathers, room for some photo, some writing. It flips over, and large room for a photograph. And what I did was I ran glossy accents on all of the images that I could find, and I just went crazy with it, and I just added glossy accent to all of these little images, and you'll see them throughout the book. So this is the next page, and another of the labels here, and this is a large pocket, and you have a little feather, and you can slide something on there, and you have a tag here. This opens up, and you have room for some more photographs, large photographs. This is the next page, and I left blank for a photograph. Just added some bling. This paper was so pretty, I didn't want to cover it up. And here again you see this is one of my favorite roses from the paper. I just added a lot of accent, glossy accent, to highlight the rose. And of course you can slide a picture inside and more bling. And this flips over and this opens up, and you have a pocket here for some tags. And down here you have I just have this doily to slide a picture underneath, like so. And some more of the feathers. Just love these feathers. I've been using them everywhere. And that closes. And this is again a Sizzix die. And again the same pocket with the tag. I'm not going to take this out. Now the feather. This opens up. Again, room for a large photograph, and I glossy accented this rose as well and fussy cut around it so you can slide a picture underneath and mat it on here. And on this side you have a large flap and a large feather, and I just love this feather, it's so beautiful. This folds down, you have a picture here and more writing, or you can have small pictures down there as well. And on this side I just love this paper, so I fussy cut around the ribbon, and this is and I added a little feather down there, and of course I added some glossy accent to make it pop. And this says forever, and I have two little photo mats tucked underneath. And here you have another of those flip open pockets, and you have a pocket here with tags, some more of the feathers, and of course a doily. So this closes, and this paper was so beautiful I didn't feel like covering it up, so I just left it blank. And you can add a large photograph. And over here you have, this is one of my, not one of my, it's my favorite part of the album. So these are two different pattern papers, and I combined them here to make a scenery. And there was a moon already on here on this one, and I just added the large glass cabochon with glossy accent. And I just love the way it turned out. It looks so neat. I mean, if you see it for real, it just pops. So this opens up and you have room for photographs. This is the last page, and again you have a pocket and a large tag and another feather down there. And this is the cover, and you have a large tag in here, and of course you can add more photographs in there and do some journaling. And another frame, and that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching the project as much as I love creating this. This book is really close to my heart because I really loved these papers, and I had a vision for this album, and I think I came pretty close to what I had been planning for this for all these years. So do visit us again and leave your comments.